you're always like, well, me and Brendan do this, like, come over here, Brendan, and I think other people are like, oh my God, like, I mean, it's not everybody, but I think some people are just getting aggravated with certain things. I mean, but we've all been in this house, I'm sure. I mean, people are getting on my nerves too, and I'm sure people are getting on your nerves. But you just watch your mouth, like just comments that you make, because you're going to make enemies in this house. And if in real life, I don't think it wouldn't be I think nobody would get aggravated or anything. And I think you'd be so fun to go out with because you like to have a good time and you're not shy. But in here, it's so different, People who are more outspoken and say things like to people, it just, it's just not good. Because I don't think when you went in that room and said that about, well, Portia will be here 3 more weeks, you probably shouldn't have said that. Like, that was kind of like there was no need in that. And I'm just giving you an example. Like, something like that. Like, maybe instead of that, just walk away.
There was no need for Cassie to say, we don't like Portia.
Well, yeah. And that's how all this stuff happens. But if somebody says something back, but I mean, like I'm saying, me and you are like complete opposites, because I, in here, wouldn't say anything, walk away. Maybe if it was real life and it was one of my friends, like if me and you were outside this house and then somebody said something, then I'd be like, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. But in here, I wouldn't say anything because you just have to keep your mouth shut. Because it's harder. And I don't mean any of this mean. I just want, if I tell you this now, maybe you'll know, like, a heads up, and then, yeah. Because, I feel like, we do all have to stick together, and I don't want to see us get backdoored or y'all because of our actions. So maybe, I'm sure, if she's your friend and you know how she feels and you need to stick up for her, but maybe if something like that, just avoid the confrontation and just walk away, because I think what happened was they were all upset. They couldn't figure out who, like, missed the boats, and then you come in there and say that, and I think they were already pissed off, so then you making that comment, that made them even more mad, so then they kind of said something back at you kind of got mad at them for saying that, and you know how it is, there's tension. Like, right before the competition, I saw, what's her name, Cassie look at Dom and was like, go, and then at that moment, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's not with us, we have to win. And it is like that against teams, because none of us want to get knocked out. We all want to at least get to jury, so we don't split up with our boyfriends. And and if we all end up in jury together, we're going to have a great time and it's going to be fun. But just, I think the way it comes across as you're just being catty. And I know you don't mean it, and maybe you don't see it, but maybe if I tell you, and you'll be like, okay, well, maybe I won't need to say that, But Cassie's just upset right now, and I think maybe tonight y'all need to just stay away from each other, because she's obviously upset, you're upset, and it's just going to end up in a big fight, and maybe maybe I should bring her up here, because I did say to her, I was like, I think people are threatened by you in this house. I did say that, and because I was like, well, because she couldn't think. She's like, what other reasons would people want me out? Because I don't know what I did. And I was like, well, I think people are probably just threatened by you, by her, the way she looks. And I did, so maybe,
I promise I'm not threatened by her.
Yeah, I know. And maybe I should bring her up here and talk to her about it, because I did say that. So maybe it's, how everything gets twisted, and maybe I'm the cause of that, of why she said you're mean. And you're not mean, Rachel. I think you just, you're a very sweet girl. When I walked in this house and I saw you and Brendan, I was like, I didn't know how, because all I knew was, because I didn't get to talk to you during that bowling, competition. And I thought you were like, I was like, oh my gosh, she's probably going to be mean. And I thought maybe you were going to be bitchy. And then when you were talking, you were so nice and bubbly. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's completely different. But I can kind of see where people think it, because you get so into things. And I think you just don't see it, because you're so into the comment, which is fine. That's you. That's how you are, and that's great that you're competitive. But you don't have to win every single. Well, I mean, I know if it's like on the line, but I mean, I know we have. It's just like you and Brendan come across as we have to win every competition, because if we don't win every competition, we're gonna, we're not the best. It's almost like you're trying to outdo everyone.
No, it's because we are
in a
constant state of fear that we're going to go home because of last summer. And Brendan we talk about this, and we're starting to get more comfortable. But, I mean, like, you guys, I know what you had to deal with in your summer, but, like, in our season, like, everyone was so against us. Like, I had girls calling me a slut and telling me that I looked like a prostitute and I have STDs and all this other stuff day one for how I look. And then I had like
all the girls on here, or not our season,
in the house. And then I had like some girl telling everyone that she wants to abort me and Brennan's baby, and she hopes Brennan gets permanently disfigured. That's what we had, really mean girls in our season, really mean. And when I was scared to death to come back and do this, scared to death. Jordan, I've had the worst year of my life, like the worst year ever. And I came back to play a fair game, to try to get a second chance so that people wouldn't hate me. And it just seems like people think of this Rachel from last summer, and that's not how I am. But if someone was constantly
I know, of course you have to stick up. Exactly.
I'm not gonna roll over.
But this is a new season, and this is a season to change it. And how people saw your season. Because I mean, I know when you got evicted and you came back in the house, it almost seemed like you were a bully too, right? But I didn't know. I didn't watch live feeds. I didn't know people called you all that stuff. It almost seemed like you were attacking other people. But, and I know.
When I walked in the door, he's like, nobody likes you. America hates you. You're ugly. Go get me a rum and coke waitress. Like, dude, just like completely attacking my character. Everyone.
Right.
I don't play the victim. I don't go and say, poor Rachel. I fucking fight. I brush it off my shoulders, and I work hard to get things better. Just like I fought to stay in the house, just like I'm trying to do everything I can to make everything happen for like people that I trust and like, and I was never threatened by Cassie. I'll tell you, I was threatened by some girl that goes downstairs and tells 8 people to come and put Jeff and Jordan on the block, and then backdoor Rachel and Brendan if they don't win the power veto. Right. That's what I'm threatened by.
Right. And that is completely understandable. And, the reason why I put Dominic up before Cassie is because Cassie promised me she wouldn't put you guys up. Because I was trying to, I figured Dominic would, And you, Rachel, you're a very, very nice girl. You're very nice. But you need to get rid of last season. This is not last season. This is a completely new cast. It's time for change the way people think of you in a different way, don't say rude comments and, whatever between you and Cassie, just don't even say anything, or just tell her, say, listen, I want to talk to you, as an adult.
I tried to talk to her as an adult, and she's like, doesn't care. Like, I told her I liked her. I told her I thought she was pretty. No, I don't want to talk to her again. I told her I liked her. I was like, you're pretty, you're nice, you're fun. Like, I think I would love to hang out with you outside this house, but you have bad gameplay. That's me talking to her as an adult, and she was arguing back with me, like,
I think because she's already mad. I think because she's just already mad and hurt, And
so she wants to hurt me?
Yeah, well,
That's the one that's being bitchy. The girl that tries to hurt you because she's upset. That's playing a victim. That's playing a manipulative role. That's playing a mean girl. Not the girl. I told her, like I said, I think you're nice. That's bad. You have bad gameplay. I said straight up, you have bad gameplay. And
well, so at least you're being
mean to me.
Right.
It's not, what am I supposed to do? Like, she was the one that attacked me. I never said, like, Cassie, I think you're da-da-da-da-da. I made it all about the game. But she's the one that said, I get it why people act like this. You're catty, you don't like girls. That's what everyone around the house is saying. You don't like girls.
Maybe because she feels like, maybe because she has always had apparently problems with girls because of the way she looks, and she said in high school girls were mean to her. So maybe that's why she said that towards you. If you want me to, I'll go get her. We can all talk up here. And I mean, no, I'm saying we can all talk as adults, and then we can all like figure this out.
That's not a good idea. She's trying to make me look really bad right now. She's playing this role. I know what she's doing. She's playing this role of trying to make me look like the villain. Mm-hmm. She thinks that she can make me look like the villain, so everyone will turn on me. That's what she's doing.
Right.
Yes.
Well, none of our alliance has turned on you. Nobody has, and everybody understands that. And
I don't know.